Thank you. Helping kids read at grade level has to be part of the equation if we want to boost education in Utah. Reading is the fundamental skill, and it's the first place where we're going to see problems. For example, I think probably everyone in this room has heard the evidence that if a student's not reading at grade level by as early as third grade, they are up to 3 times more likely to drop out of high school. And if they do that, statistically, they're up to 40 times more likely to one day end up in prison. The case for reading is that stark. And yet those numbers are only part of what drives my passion to help our students in Utah become better readers. Besides reporting the news every night, my job is also to lead KSL's Read Today AmeriCorps program. We pair struggling readers with volunteer tutors in their neighborhood schools. I know firsthand what becoming a strong reader early on did for me. I've become a lifelong learner, I love school, and I've always had the attitude that I could do whatever I wanted as long as I got the right education. And yet I travel the state doing education reporting. I talk to kids in classrooms, teachers, and I see so many students who are on the verge of never having that realization. And I can't stand it. They're kids like Manuel. He's in Salt Lake City. He's 2 years behind in reading. His teacher has never seen his parents in class. She tries to help him, but there's just not enough of her to go around for what he needs. And he desperately wants to become a better reader because he told me he wants to be a doctor. And yet at the tender age of 11, he knows that's not in the cards unless he gets on a better track. We got him in our Read Today program paired with a tutor. It's kids that I meet like Diego, who's in St. George. He's also 2 years behind in reading. His dad's in prison for murder. His mom is doing the best she can, raising 3 kids by herself. But her son is falling through the cracks, and she knows it. And it worries her because he has no goals, no confidence that he can amount to anything. After 1.5 years in our Read Today program, he's not only reading above grade level, but he's mentoring younger students in his school and talking about how one day he wants to go to college. I also meet students like Gabe. And if you want to see how reading affects day-to-day life, Gabe had to sit by his mother anytime they went to a restaurant because he couldn't read the kids' menu. It was humiliating for him, and it was heartbreaking for his mother because all the cousins, all the people they were with could read the menu, but he couldn't. After 1.5 years in the Read Today program, we went and shot a story at him. This is him at a restaurant, proudly reading off the menu and ordering for himself, and his mother could not be happier. That is what the Read Today program is all about, catching kids up. I want to just show you how we did last year. This shows how much progress kids made above what's expected. Kids are expected to make a certain amount of progress every year. And in 1st and 2nd grade, you can see when they're learning to read, the fact that they make any progress above what's expected was significant. But notice how in the 3rd and 4th and 5th grades, as they start to fall behind, they're making double and sometimes triple the amount of expected progress than they normally would. That is how you catch kids up. That is how we can move the needle. This is also sustainable because we're not relying on tax dollars. We are trying to harness one of Utah's greatest natural resources, if you will, which is that willingness to volunteer, that willingness to serve and help others in need. You heard that little boy here earlier today say, "Do you believe in me?" That's why I use my microphone to encourage every Utahn to volunteer for 1 hour a week in the neighborhood school of your choice to help a Utah child become a better reader. Together, we can raise test scores and we can raise our rankings. But more importantly, we can help every Utah student achieve their full potential. Thank you.